What's going on, stream? 5 minutes. I waited a little too long for that one, didn't I? Welcome back to the stream. I'm going to keep playing Final Fantasy 16. We're going to get more into the story. Last time I checked, I was 36% done. I thought I was done the game. But I'm not. There's a lot more. So let's get into it.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
So this is 5 years later.
I've got peppers and
After
peas,
Sid died,
beans and beets,
and I
guns
took his
and a
powers. Now I have Rama's powers, Ifrit's powers, and Garuda's powers.
All fresh. Picked this very morning.
I already saw this, so I'm gonna skip ahead.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
Is the brand off my face now? I didn't even see. It looks like it's scarred up.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw. Sid's here.
Oh yeah, this part's easy. I just gotta kill these guys. They're gonna be short work.
Sid dies here! Get him!
I think that was the first enemy to hit me. Like just a person enemy.
Bring me his head!
How many are there?
Titan sends his regards.
Nice.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
Oh yeah.
They brought a
Another
pet.
thing I remember. I gotta fight the coral. I think it's a coral. I forgot the name of it. Just
You'll
big
pay
cat.
for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
The Republican War Panther. What a dumb name. It's a big cat though. Look at that. The cat's on his back. He can't get up. This cat's on steroids. Another 10,000. Let's go for 10,000. Hopefully it worked. $10,607. Wiped. I wiped him with the wing. A lightning shard. Oh, that's for crafting. I thought it was like a big sword.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
You are free, my friends. But they're gonna come looking for you, so you better run. I did kick their asses, but they're gonna want vengeance.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you.
Oh.
Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
That's what I thought.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
He's gonna be like, well, all right then.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
I say so.
We should go.
So that was just to get me out of my hidey hole. So that one's gone. I gotta get rid of these ones. I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. I knew it. Welcome to Benimir.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
Ugh.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
Is this a new hideout, or am I going to be able to, like, upgrade the hideout? Okay, that's new. Now we're on a downed spacecraft. Home sweet home, baby. New items.
was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
New crafting recipes available at Black Emma.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Look, it's Sid. We're in the mountains.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your
Hello, Otto.
adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
I heard a Mog.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Oh, there is a Mog right there. Nectar the Mog.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Bring back the book. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do now. That's my mission. If I'm able to upgrade the base, then this game just went from 80 hours to 300 plus. So this is your citadel, huh? Where all information's kept in the histories?
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
The god on gods and men. Of mice and men.
Ready?
Tell me about the rabbits,
Our
Lenny.
resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
There's one
The twins
outside.
seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
Recuperate. I must
Yeah, we'll be back
Why
soon.
does he have this sick
I should get
office?
some rest while I can.
This should be my planning room. Like Dragonstone. Or is that like...
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Let me see what you got there, Charon.
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down?
My coin pace is weighing you down. Invictus? Wait, if I get 2 of these... No, let's sell. I want to purchase. Crimson Tassels. Increases limit break generation amount by 3%. These are what? Accessories? I'm going to keep my accessories. Increases XP earned by 15%. Elixirs. Oh!
Better price than that.
Did I just spend $20,000? Oh.
It'd better all be here.
Well, that was dumb.
Finished, are you?
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be?
Living Bolt. 195 from heavens on high, far did this bolt fall for to deliver justice. I can no maki. I can make one. Flame Tongue, Lightning Shard, Meteorite. Am I holding Flame Tongue? I'm gonna make it. 195. I'm using the Coral Sword. I'll take this one and build it.
No scratches, alright?
Good.
Anything else?
Ooh, look at that. New sword.
Have you been to the toll?
What is this? The Wall of Memories. The Oath. Oh, okay, cool. I got a trophy. From the time I stabbed the stone with Stid. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. The Republic's play. Look at that guy's got an eyeball. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twin's side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you there. Holy shit, I can't read. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But
look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget.
No buts, Clive!
We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
To Ultima? Was I right?
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
He's the final weapon.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Let the Game of Thrones begin! Meanwhile, is that Joshua?
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
He's his own man. We're both working together. We just don't know it yet.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Really, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Where could she have gone? I bet you she's...
What would make Martha leave the rest?
I bet you she's off. I don't know why, but I'm thinking it's like a grave site. Do I have anything else for appearance?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could... Next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Here for another of my lectures.
Ah, I delivered your book. View the state of the realm.
How may I help you today?
So what is this? The state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea. Revisit any of the Nine Tails past lessons or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. A comprehensive grid of important persons and their respective relationships. An overview of current... Am I gonna have to keep relationships now?
Very good. And how may I assist you today? Going so soon?
Because I am not good at that. Find the curse breakers. Hang on. So where are these curse breakers? The cock and ball. Nice. I'm gonna go there. I know that sounded weird, but I'm gonna go there anyway. Should I check up here first? Oh, that's just a music place. I don't care about that. I'm not here to buy music. They are expensive, though. It took me, like, how many hours just to make the money I have, and I spent 20,000 in 2 seconds because I bought 2 elixirs. That I'm gonna try not to use.
Finish with that. Welcome back, Sid.
Are you the cock and ball?
Damn blighted bilge.
Use a bucket.
Right? Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Well, then I need to find you a ship, right? I'm gonna get you the biggest ship. It's gonna be a great, fantastical Titanic made of metal.
Soberless. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Accepted. Cock and ball. So that's where I need to be, but I want to go get this.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Ooh, that's some sick magic. These things are pretty beefy. Kick it! Pitcher wax. A sticky substance. That's what I was looking for.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Time to head home. What's this? This is Final Fantasy 16, bruh. I just got some stickies for the cock and ball.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Chocobo's eyes.
All right.
Oh,
I'll post it in chat.
Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Stalker 2? You hear good things? I was watching Lerpy play it. It doesn't look like my kind of game, bruh. It reminds me of DayZ. He was shooting dogs. Mean dogs. Fallout? Yeah, like Fallout slash DayZ. What was the zombie game we were playing? I forget. Just do it? Just do it. Don't let my dreams be dreams.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'll watch it. I'll watch a video of it. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, man.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help.
There's only one more day in Star Citizen before it's not free anymore. I was playing, I think it was yesterday or day before. There's too many bugs, man. I just want to play a game that doesn't bug out. I got so mad that I was gonna go back and play No Man's Sky. That's how mad I got. I got so mad, I downloaded No Man's Sky. And then I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Play something else.
And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but...
Who hurt me? I'll have to go check my journal. There's a lot that's been written. Point at them. I'll send you my journal. Okay? All the things happened are in there. Even my raging clues.
All our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you...
Dear diary. Start talking about my eye, the squiggly line in my eye fluid. Dear squiggly line in my eye fluid.
He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Dark clouds gather.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Why do you disappear when I try to look at you? Squiggly line in my eye fluid. Who this?
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Yeah, sure you will there, buddy. You look like you're ready to kill. You know what I was gonna start playing?
Look,
I'm thinking about playing Witcher.
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then...
The store worker threw your beef jerky on the counter real hard today. Ask Sheldon about that. Did he get his feelings hurt? He's like, fuck guy, man. Grabbed my Slim Jim from the other side of the counter and slammed it a couple times.
They may still be alive. Martha,
Ask him.
do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields.
You guys just felt attacked?
Seems a step too far. Even for the
Discharge 50 blind justice lightning balls. Maybe he was just having a bad day, bro. You never know. Maybe he just needed to slam some jerky. Oh, she was mad. What did Sleepy do? Didn't call her back? Ability chain. Why'd you slam my jerky like that, lady?
Are we too late?
We're too
There might
late.
still be someone inside.
Look at his feet. Oh, they're turning into stone.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
Colluding?
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
Are those the black
To dwell
shields?
in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
The poets.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Run, Clive! Good kick. Enemies slain. Give me money. The Valley Matter. What's that?
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Excuse me there, dog. The breath of wind, a googie. What's a googie?
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
You want to say hi? Is that why you're bugging? Hello. Hello.
Found her.
The abbot.
What's in his hand?
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help. Are the Imperials dead? They are. Every last one.
Just kicking a dead
If
body? Like, get up!
That were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault. I shall.
Sid, where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
He's not survived anymore.
He's gone.
He turned to stone. He's a golem now! A golem, not a golem.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't.
They didn't need to die like this. He just got a little bag there. He bagged him up.
But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to... I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
All of their ashes are just mixed in together. I wouldn't mind a chocobo right now. Airmon. Bounty? This is the first? Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating those notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
The thing has spotted us, Noble. What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
It's a floating eyeball. Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out! Ah. 10,000? That was 10,000? You'll never strike doom on me. Stop his quagga! Do the kick, do the kick. The final kick. Notorious Mark. What did I get? Magic Ash? What are those things?
You didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that coming. Geralt of Rivia.
That must be the bridge.
Yep. Let me go throw this bag of ash into the ocean here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The whole water is gonna turn.
Waters cleanse thee of thy burden.
It's gonna turn to fucking concrete. I just ruined it. Everybody's
Now
drinking
they
water.
are truly free.
Herbs. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Return to Martha. Let's return to Martha. Tank, we got her. We spread the ashes.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't.
What did you do?
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
I didn't even look for the curse breakers yet. Got some black blood. There's a mission. There's a mission here. That's a different
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
sign. What is that? Is that a chocobo rider?
Oi, you there!
Oh, that's a traitor.
You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now,
Question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
You want me
Not
to
just any chocobos
help
at that.
chocobos?
Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Well, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
The White-Winged Wonder, huh? What a name!
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Clive. You and me.
A white feather.
It must be from Whiteheart.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Maybe it is Ambrosia.
You brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
I bet it is Ambrosia. White chocobo pinion. That sounds like something I can use to make a weapon. How much do you think that would cost if you boiled that up and sold it in a seafood restaurant?
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
There it is!
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business.
I just want to say, these guys are stupid. They're talking to chocobos. Like they're gonna talk back.
But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on
It's like they're gonna remember.
their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Just get to work straight away. Just electrocute them all. Even the chickens are like, ah! go. Go home and write in your diary. Didn't see that guy. Get out of here, Hodor. Ka-ching! Nice. Right when you got staggered. This is gonna be more than a $10,000 damage. No, it's only 8,000. Ka-ching! I fought eyeballs. Stronger than you, huntsman. Okay, that's a 10,000. I'm gonna say 11. 14? Steel Silk and the Gill Bug. And now Ambrosia is gonna let me ride for free.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar.
That is Ambrosia.
It couldn't be.
I told you.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Not only that, what? And that is how I met Ambrosia.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
Put a saddle on this one.
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
I have a saddle right here on my backpack. I knew it. I knew it. I told you. They even gave him an eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
I guess they understand.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you?
Nope, wasn't me.
No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Ambrosia's tact. Mount up. After 18 long years, Clav has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hell yeah, brother! Ride Ambrosia for the first time. Again. Now run!
Yeah.
I have the speed. But I feel like I was running this speed to begin with. The turning is a bit slow. It's all good. Let's go back to the hideout. The hideaway.
Where's Gav?
First, I'm gonna go to my room. This one. This crystal ball here. I'm gonna go change Ambrosia's outfit. Hell yeah, look at that golden beak.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So,
Next.
you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
Another Mother Crystal.
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for? Huh? Eh? Otto's counter is now open. I wonder if they're gonna give me Alliant reports, the Patrons Whisper, the Hunt board. Renown. Okay, that's renown, that little plus sign. Am I gonna be able to upgrade this place?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I'm gonna see if I can upgrade my sword.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
So I need wind shard. How do I make a wind shard? So I can make a storm cry, and then a flame tongue, and then another levin bolt. So I can reinforce. But can I even reinforce? I need to make a Gaia blade. Minotaur main.
else?
Nope. We're good here. Hawk's Cry Cliff. There's a side quest here that I want to get to, though. Get out of here! Reading table. Oh yeah, these three.
That broom's as ragged as...
So Mather's all right.
Yep. What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
I want to view the hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the... Yep. South of Sorawise, Rosaria. Reward 10 renown and 5,000 gold. I already got him. That one's dead. Big eyeball? The Angel of Death. We can go after the Angel of Death. Do I have to read it? Okay. I gotta read. The trader company coming by the way of Caer Navent met with a group of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. His eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey. I can't read that. I gotta move forward. Through their path, the sound of crackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Location: Clairvere, Sandbreck. The Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Okay, so I'm not allowed to go anywhere right now. Oh, this is the renown thing.
Oh, Clark.
The Patron's Whisper. Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sure.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Completing side quests. So it's the Talk of Tea House, the Renown. Valley Matter, ability points, Blood Hide. I need accept donation. I have 55 renown. I think I'm gonna keep going. My renown rating is 85.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Think you can help?
I can help. There are no quests. Job well done.
Ah, my favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you.
All right.
Here's the latest
What
information
is
I
this really? Main protagonist. That's Sid. Yep, he's dead. So these guys are all dead. The mysterious being, Odin's dominant. Barnabas is Odin's dominant. Titan. I thought Titan was dead.
Here you are.
View a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clab's story that update as you progress through the main scenario.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
So you're just a storyteller. So, Sandbreck and Rossfield, I think it was. This is a not bad place. I thought it was just one ship. It's almost, it reminds me of Monster Hunter.
And you say Sid built this place?
Why do you say it like that? You say Sid built this place
Did you come through the forge
with
today?
his bare hands.
Still.
Won't be long now, Martel. See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
For 10 renown, I'll do it.
Thank you.
10
She's
bucks
always
is
had a
10
soft
bucks.
spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
I want to cry. 2 baskets of Martell apples. Where do I bring these apples? Right here? See that trick I just did there? Here you go there, Curse Breaker. You want some apples?
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
She'd have been proud!
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd have them right from the branch, made Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they?
Make a Martell pie!
I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clyde, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last
Mission
of the apples.
complete.
I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Them old apples were enough to...
Them old apples.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Talking to that tree a little too much. I got some Martell apples. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Okay, so that's a trophy. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
What is it,
I
boy?
always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Faster! Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
What are those things they hold in their pockets?
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You
Let's
fancy
ask.
dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right.
Welcome, stranger.
So there's a Gaia blade here. Should I buy it? I could use it to make a Gaia blade too. It's only 1500.
There you are. Fare you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
I bet it was one of them.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't
Fire.
think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Everywhere I go, hey? Trouble follows.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Let's ride!
Good girl. This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apollo tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
This one! Over here! This one! Go,
They sound like ancient beings. The fallen bug. Ooh.
More of my mother's men.
This one. Over here. Get him. This one. This one. Over here.
Leveled up again. Level 26. 26. Oh, you sneaky little spiders. Lure me in with candy. Oh no.
Clive.
Someone was dragged here and thrown over.
Still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
My home is everywhere. Oh, there's a
You know
magic.
who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Please don't tell me they're gonna say that every time I run into a black shield.
Show you a truth. This one.
Let's kill the magic man first. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Yep, magic man. He's healing. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
What?
Find something, boy. Death.
I smell death. A big pile of bodies. You see what happens when you try to help people? That's all you, Clive.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
But what of the bodies?
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Not here. We're approaching Leeward Bridge.
Let us go,
I doubt
Goldbeak.
The Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Yeah.
No need to ride from here.
I did, Mummy. We could hear him shouting from down the road.
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Is that a waka?
I'm hungry.
Eat a chocobo.
Ambrosia won't help me here. No use calling Ambrosia now.
You can hear his little feet.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
No need to ride from here.
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
More than enough for
Fuck off!
Hang it, chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Head to the water. We'll swim.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
As long as it is abandoned, it is not safe, I would say.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Poor
We'll
people.
show ourselves out. Or not.
It's a knot. We gotta defeat the ones with the wands. That's it.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Oh, there's gonna be a bro hug. Milady.
Speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Let us do our duty.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
In the flame.
What is it you require?
Another Gaia blade. I won't buy it. I already have one of those. I got one of those. Despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmacia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature. A reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck.
has been an honor.
Let's get to work, Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
It's almost like the Xanarkin thing.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway.
We'll keep them from
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Come on.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now.
Bugger me sideways.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's go! Oh, I have to jump off. Alright, let's go! Kill that mage. The mage has to die first.
What is it now? I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Get him.
Where's the mage? Wait, are they already dead? Not much of a challenge, are you?
bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for.
Over here!
New enemies again.
Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered. This
Send more. We are done.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one.
That's a dragoon.
In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Staggered. Come on. Let's do some big damage here. Big numbers.
So wait. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
I need you guys to keep attacking the knight here. Don't worry about the little dudes. There we go. There's the damage. Imperial Link, Dragon Talon. I think I needed that for a weapon.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
The speeches.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning.
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
The burnt blade!
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! Mock me as well.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary.
never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Whoa. I thought he was going in for a smooch there. I had to back up.
Inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Ooh, he's coming with me.
This will be fun.
Another party member. That's a nice boulder.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
She's not going, though.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
The journey back to Benamir is long, Yennefer. We're gonna go back to the hideaway. But I'm going to end my stream right there for today. I think we made it pretty far into the story. After 5 years, we're finally going after another Mother Crystal. Maybe we'll see the Ultima, whatever his name is, the being, the Ultima weapon being. Maybe we'll find Joshua on the way, I don't know. It's my first time playing. It's getting good. But now we have a chocobo and another person added to the party. The uncle. So we'll see what happens next. Maybe we'll get... I wanted to try upgrading a sword, though. That's why I bought the Gaia Blade. If I can make that into a Gaia Blade 2, or is it a Gaia Blade Plus, or whatever, and just keep upgrading it to see if I can get it maxed out. If there is a maxed out, I might have to go material hunting and see if it's better than the purple blades that I'm picking up. And I also want to do some of those hunts. The dragon or the wyvern or whatever you want to call it in this. I want to get those hunts done to get more renown. I need to get 100 to unlock the final thing. I don't know what it is. It's got question marks. So we'll do that in the next stream. So thanks for watching. Leave a follow. I'm only 6 away from 300. So help me out. Leave a follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this stream so far. It's my first playthrough, so I don't know what to expect. I've been told to play this game for a long time, and now I'm doing it. And I'm going to finish it. Even though I started this stream and it was at 36%, but I thought the game was already done. But all I did was beat the last Mother Crystal. And I got more powers. I also have to upgrade those. I keep forgetting. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Leave a follow. And you'll know when I go live next. So peace. And you're awesome.